Good morning. This morning I'm going to follow up on that yogurt that we put in the refrigerator yesterday to strain, so that I can show you how to make the cheese from that. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to do a few things today. I want to show you what I've got started. Well, I started last January on my pantry. I'm going to do like a before and after because it's very unorganized. It's spread all over the house. I mean, it's semi-organized, but at any rate, let me get to the yogurt. Let me show you where we are with that. What you doing, Andy? Huh? Okay, remember we strained it in this yesterday? And this. And I'll show you something else in a minute. And I dearly, dearly love these containers. Yes, they're plastic, but they last forever. Now, this is the plain yogurt that we took out of the pressure cooker yesterday without straining it or anything. This is just like if you go to the store and you're just buying yogurt, you know, not non-Greek yogurt. That's what this is. But I want to show you what it looks like, thoroughly chilled. Here you go. See? It's really a nice consistency. Add berries to this. You can make like dressings from this. I do this with a lot to make like ranch dressing or like a creamy Italian. I even use this to put in like cream soups. But it's even better in like smoothies. It really beefs up the texture. So that's regular. Let me put this back in the refrigerator. Now, with this, like I told you, here this is. Let me put this down so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Okay, there you go. So, here we have it. Remember our cheesecloth? Get that around. Well, before I do that, let me show you this. So, here we strained it in our strainer, and then I want to show you the whey. See the whey in there? There's about 2 pints that's strained out of that yogurt. Now, don't throw that. Well, you can throw it away if you want to, but you can put this in your plant soup. You can also use it to thin out things such as well, yogurt and other, like, what am I thinking of? Dressings. But what I usually use this for, I just put it in a container, and when I make my bread, I use this for with my bread. A lot of protein in that. So we'll set that aside. Let me show you what we've got. I'm always amazed at this after I do it. Here you have it. Now, this is just like cream cheese right now. It's the thickness of cream cheese. See? Or you can take this product that we made and add a little bit more whey in it and put it in a food processor with a pat of butter, and you've got cream cheese, regular Philadelphia cream cheese, style cream cheese. Now, what I like to do, these are just containers. I save all my containers because things are just so expensive anymore that way. And I just put it right back in here. That's good for a week or more, and I use this for a multitude of different recipes, from bread, soups, like lasagna, and you can also do dips with this, like a ranch dip or a yogurt sauce, toppings for vegetables. And there's absolutely, out of that half gallon of milk that we used to do this, there wasn't 1 ounce wasted. That gave us 3/4 of a quart of really top-notch yogurt. We made this out of organic, whole, ultra-pasteurized milk. So there you have it with our yogurt. I promised I'd get back to you, and there it is. Now, one other thing I'm going to do, I wanted to show you real quick the bread. Let me get rid of this first. Let me just throw this in the sink. And this in the refrigerator. Okay, there we go. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to show you what I was going to do yesterday, and I just didn't. Not that I ran out of time or anything. It was just that video was so long. I don't want that to happen anymore. But I'm going to take this and half of this one. What you doing, Andy? Oh, Andy's down here. And I'm going to make some bread cubes out of it real quick. Show you what I do with that. Then from the bread cubes, I'll go ahead and use the other half of this, and I'm going to make breadcrumbs. I need a little cutting board. This is so simple, it's not even funny. I shouldn't even be showing it to you. I'm sure you know how to do it. But, well, I'll just do it lengthwise. I just cube it, fairly large cubes, because it's going to break down anyway. But I like the large cubes in my salads and my soups. And this is already seasoned. We're still going to put some onion powder and garlic powder on it with a spritz of olive oil. Give it some flavor. You can flavor it with anything you want. Ranch dressing, you know, the ranch, the powdered ranch. You can put on here. That makes really good croutons. And there we have that. So none of your bread has to be wasted either. Always do this with it. Or if it hasn't set out too long, just throw it in the freezer. So do like one layer. If you want this to dry out, there we go. I'm going to get my oil and my garlic powder. So I'm just going to spritz this lightly. You don't want to soak it. Then we're going to take our garlic powder. I'll sprinkle that on top, as much or as little as you want. Then we're just going to toss it. Now you can put like, oh, I don't know, any kind of dried herbs on here that you want. A lot of times I put like Italian herbs, things like that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. For right now, I'm just going to set this aside and let it air dry on my counter for a few hours. And then I'm going to pop it in the my air fryer oven and finish it off. And I'll bring you back when that happens. So in the meantime, there you have it. I'm going to clean up my mess. I'm going to clean up my mess in here, do a few things, and then I'm going to bring you back because I want you to see my my pantry that I'm working on and where I'm taking it, and maybe have some ideas for me. Okay, so I will see you in a little bit. Well, we have a few minutes. I'm going to take it out and start showing you the pantry items that I've started, well, last January is when I first started doing this, doing like a backup pantry. And I've got some in the garage, some in the, some items, well, my dehydrated items, my canned, like my relish, pickles, and jellies I have in my laundry room. And then the other items, like my bulk items, pasta, sugar, flour, I have in the office. A wide closet, but I'm going to empty out the adjoining closet for that, which is serving as my laundry room, my linen closet now, and I'm going to turn that into the pantry as well. So let me take you back there and I'll show you what I have. Okay, I'm going to take you out to the garage right now. Well, yeah, I'll take you out to the garage. And then I'll show you what we have out there. My shoes are squeaking. There's our golf cart. There's Pansy, our kitty cat. She has a sister, Rose. Okay, here's what I have. So here we are. This is my garage, as you can tell, that I've switched over part of it into a pantry. I keep most of my canned items out here, and I've been collecting this since last January, setting all this up. Beans, vegetables, pasta, not pasta, I'm sorry, like pasta sauce, and then water. We need to keep water here in Florida backed up all the time because of the storms. Okay, we have an extra refrigerator out here. We have my stand-up freezer. And then here is a wall. This is big enough to hold like this size up to a half a gallon. I use this mostly for my clean jars and canned items because I can't keep things like that out here. It's just so hot. And I collect these egg cartons for a friend of mine who has chickens. And she uses those to pack the eggs up and sells and gives them away. Hey, Pansy, let me show you Pansy. Hey, Pansy, say hi. That's Pansy, one of the kitty cats. We have another one named Rose. Okay, let me take you inside. Watch out, Pansy, you're going to trip me. Watch out. Let me take you inside. I'll show you the laundry room. Okay, so here's the laundry room. As you can see. Now, see, this is the dehydrated vegetables that I've been doing, for the past 3 weeks. I have carrots, apples, mixed vegetables, peppers, green beans, and just greens. You know, like I mix anything's going bad, like garden vegetable or like salad vegetables. Just throw it in the dehydrator and add that, and you can put that for your powders. And then I have my jams and jellies. I have a relish. Pickles. Pickles are excellent. They're like bread and butter pickles. And then chow chow. And then I've got, I think I showed you this yesterday, but I have dehydrated strawberries and orange slices. Okay, let me go show you the other pantry. We keep this here at the doorway so that the dogs can't get in here. But here's the office. That picture up there, I love elephants. I have elephants everywhere, and art, all kinds of art from all over the world. There's our desk and roll top. That roll top's like 70 years old maybe. But at any rate, let me show you what I've got. So I have this closet, and the light's not very good back here. Hopefully you can see it. But if you can see, I have a lot of, like pasta. I've got, I'm collecting tuna fish, potted meat, more tuna, Vienna sausages, Spam. And all this stuff is, nothing's over like $2 or $3. That's just a rule I have. So when it goes on sale, I buy it. So here's peanut butter. I've got corned beef. Any kind of canned meats you need to kind of keep in your rotation so that you have something in the meat family. And then I have some, little inexpensive cookies. I need to put a lot of this stuff still has to go into permanent containers. Like this one. I took these black-eyed peas and put them in a coffee jar. these garbanzos I put in a juice jar, you know, like a 64-ounce container. And then I've got ham, pudding, like Dinty Moore, cake mix, and I don't know where it went. He may have done it already, but I've got 25 pounds of sugar, flour, pasta, all in these airtight buckets. Here's some more rice down here. I love this rice. I've been trying to get some Augustin items, mashed potatoes. I've got milk, dried milk. I love these. And we got Jiffy cornbread mix. And down here, I have potato shreds. I've got juices, cereals. Now, I got these cereals. You'd be surprised at what you can get. That cereal from Publix or other, like Kroger's, is generally $5 and $6 for a family size. I paid less than $2 for that on sale through Amazon. And then I've got evaporated milk, oil, stock up on oil. Very expensive anymore, and it's not going to get any cheaper. So my plan for this, if you go this direction, this is what I turned into a linen closet, a messy linen closet, but it's still a linen closet. But you see, I have a lot of my bread flours and things in these airtight buckets. I'm going to take this and put one of these metal shelving racks on this side and bring all of my other large buckets and stuff over on this side. So that's it for right now. We will bring you back and once this is finished, because I'm going to start transferring stuff out and work on that today. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so what I wanted to do is go ahead and show you how I do my breadcrumbs from my leftover sourdough. Now, this could be any bread, you know, hot dog buns, hamburger buns, whatever you have left over, throw it in a bag, throw it in the freezer. And, you know, when you get enough together, just put a little bit of seasoning on it and put it in your food processor, and away you go. You got breadcrumbs. So much better for you. Some of these breadcrumbs in these containers, I bet have just sat there for years. But anyway, this is what I do. I've got onion powder. You gotta forgive, please, my containers. I save everything. So when I, you know, instead of the cute little expensive ones, I just use these. But I do buy my onion powder and all my, I try to buy those in bulk when they go on sale. And I'll show you that in this video as well. That's a mess and probably a video on its own. It needs organized as well. And here's my garlic powder. So let me show you what I do. Very simple. I think I'm going to need a container. Yeah, I found a container. Like I said, as soon as I empty a container, I wash it and I just throw it in my one dedicated hole in my, you know, the one that nothing fits in. I use it for these. So we'll put our breadcrumbs in here. I got rid of the breadcrumbs I did before because they were in a baggie. And the baggie had developed a tiny hole in it, and I was just afraid to use that. You never know, especially in Florida, and I know I keep saying that, but Florida is a different way of life. You have to be so careful with bugs, humidity, heat, all those things just play such an important part in the way you live your daily life. And I'm saying bugs, not meaning that you're dirty or, you know, you don't take care. It's just the way it is here. You just have to be careful. Like everything I have, everything on my countertops, everything in my refrigerator to my pantry items are all either, once it's opened, they go directly into a plastic bag or they go into a container. Okay, so enough of that. I'm going to use my little food processor. Love it, love it. Put this down. Now I know many of you probably know how to do this, but there are people out there that don't know how to do it. I had to show my neighbor how to do this last summer. So here we go. Now, people sometimes ask, well, she did, why don't you toast the bread before you crumble it up? Well, or put it in the food processor. And the reason I don't do that is because it comes out too fine. It comes out like almost like talc. I want to keep it a little bit of roughness to it, a little bit of body. So once I do that, I'm going to put it on a tray like I have my croutons on, and I'll just toast those in the oven, let them cool down, and we're going to put them right in our container. So let's do this. You don't have to break it up like I'm doing here. It just helps. So let's put it in here, and I'm not going to have you listen to this thing go round and around. So I'm gonna. Okay, so I got it ground up. Now the dogs are howling. let them finish howling, and I'll bring you back. Okay, the dogs have finished howling. So I've already got it ground up. See? So what I'm going to do now, just put it on a little dish. Listen to me. Tray here. These are absolutely wonderful. Few parts, easy to clean, easy to handle. Okay, and then we're just going to spread this out. Oh, I do want to spray a little bit of olive oil on it. Kitchen items that make your life easier, get, because it's easy. I love these too. So you want to spray that just lightly. You don't want to drown any of your bread. Now, we're going to sprinkle just a little, well, you know, to your taste. How's that? I just do lightly because I like to be able to add other flavors to it. Should I need to when I use it? Like maybe for meatloaf, you don't want certain Italian seasonings. And then for other applications, you may want Italian seasoning. You have that option this way. So let's do it like this. And let me turn you around so you can see my oven. You see that? There you go. I love this thing too. I don't burn my hands so much. So I'm gonna put it on the middle tray. Close that up. We're gonna set it on bake at a lower temperature of like 325. And that's pretty much it. So in the meantime, what I'll do, I wanted to show you my messy spice rack or cabinet. Let me show you this. See? There you go. Okay. Okay, I'm making, I've got chicken under pressure right here. Okay, so this is kind of my not backup, but my spice rack that is bulk, more or less. I've got my coconut oil. I've tried this coconut oil. It's butter flavor. I'm kind of not sold on it yet. I don't know whether I like it or not. And then here's I got all my garlic powders, celery powder, you can see back there, fennel, so on and so forth. Got my flaxseed, stock powder, cinnamons. Here's my larger baking items up here. My cinnamon is in there. As you can tell, I really need to get in here and clean this up. Here's the vanilla that we talked about. See how many I have? So, got that. And then, I'm so ashamed of this. Here's, Gallagher's cat food. Here's my chia seeds right here. Love, love, love these. Here's my ranch dressing powder. I'm going to learn to make that to where it tastes like this. So that's all the big backup items. And then this is every spice imaginable known to man. From taco seasoning, basil to complete, to allspice, paprika, blah, blah, blah. And you can tell a lot of these containers aren't the original containers. So that's my spice cabinet. And then I'll show you my regular pantry, what started this whole mess. Oh, there you go. This isn't too bad in here. My apron is, of course, in the way. But everything from Knorr packets to Jell-O to decorating supplies for cakes. And then my pastas. A lot of this is bulk items too. My different flours, everything from white lily, self-rising. I love to bake biscuits with white lily. So expensive though. And then my regular bread flour, whole wheat and rye is up there. My oatmeal, my equal. Here's my bulk chia seeds. My brown rices, Texmati, on and on and on. And then my like apple sauces, oils, and my sugars. And down here is like an overflow for like crock pots and so on and so forth. And I can't really, this is my foyer here. My dining area, my dining room. Here's my living room, and my summer porch is in the back. Well, it's glassed in. I don't know if you call it a summer porch here in Florida. It's all year porch. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell right now. So what I'm going to do is work on that pantry if I can get enough energy. I'm running really low today. I don't feel all that well. So what we'll do is make that for another video. So in the meantime, thanks for sticking around with me today and taking the little tour. And if you have any advice on the pantry, please just let me know. Now I can smell my breadcrumbs already. Oh yeah, they're nice and hot. I don't want to get those, crunchy. I just want them to get nice and brown. Okay, so we're going to call it a day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.